What's going on, everyone? Mystic from Mystical Totems here, and today we're going to be doing a commentary / reaction on Beelzebub's Scary Volume Compilation, Volume 79. Just a quick disclaimer, all the video and audio rights belong to Beelzebub. I'm strictly making a reaction video. And as always, I always keep the volume maximally turned up for you guys. So without further ado, if you guys like my reaction commentary, my 2 cents on this whole thing, let's get started into this and see if we get scared or not.
In the following video, a group of friends are having a small gathering as they all collectively sing to a song of worship. The person recording pans around the room to capture this harmonious ceremony, thinking that this evening will end well. But little did they know that something would happen during this gathering that would haunt them forever.
Or the curtains?
Be sure to pay close attention, as no one had noticed it until looking closely. Take a look.
Oh, yep, there it was. I saw it. Super quick.
As the camera pans over to the hallway, a shadow-like figure can be seen bolting down the hall at a speed beyond human capacity. Its rapid movement and dark appearance were enough to leave the family extremely unsettled. Viewers believe that this ceremony might have had something to do with the sudden appearance of this figure. They can't help but think that this may have been some sort of dark entity that was provoked by the ceremony. Not much info is given on this video, so it's hard to be sure if that's so. But whether paranormal or not, the sudden appearance of this dark figure is creepy alone. Just what...
Fred, get back in the damn basement. I'm not going to say it again. Remember what I said. Every single time I see a ghost, shadow, person, demon, whatever, like right in this area or any like corner of the area, it's Frank, go in the frickin' basement.
Exactly was caught on camera.
I think it was a ghost or some kind of evil spirit.
There's a place in Mexico that used to be known as the Disneyland of Latin America. Reino Mágico was a small theme park that opened in 1988 and closed only a few years later after multiple fatal accidents took place inside the park. It's unknown if the park had shut down for this reason, but some believe that the park had closed its doors for the simple fact that many visitors reported paranormal experiences while being there. This isn't surprising to some people, as the park was built on a cemetery. Urban explorers are certainly creeped out by this fact, but they're even more creeped out by the statues that were left behind.
I would be too.
Rumor has it that the statue of Snow White is haunted. Nightly visitors have reported seeing the statue in a spot that was not the same as where it was originally seen. It's as though it moved on its own. One night, a group of friends visit the abandoned theme park when something very strange is captured on camera. Take a look.
Güey, ese es el velador de... ¿Velador? ¡Ey! ¿Velador? Aguanta, espérate, ey. No te muevas. No mames, no te muevas ahí.
It's always the shaky camera angles.
Güey. ¿Velador? Ese no es el velador, güey. No. No, aguanta, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien,
You can see it clearly shambling from one side of the street to the other. That's a no mommy's way right there. That is a no mommy ways moment. That's scary as shit. If I saw a living statue shambling across the street, that's besides the point. I'm going to say that anyway, because that is a scary. I'm not going to go over there again. And I'm glad they found this footage, and I didn't find the footage myself.
Qué bien, güey, eso no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey. No digas perras mamadas, güey.
Nope. They know what's up.
Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Mire.
And there's another statue right there.
No digas mamadas, güey. No, Dios, no.
Oh, please move.
No, güey, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso, güey? No sé. ¿Crees que haya sido ella? No mames, güey, no mames.
Feeling beyond spooked, the group sees what looks to be another person inside the park. But as they look closely, they see that whoever this is appears to be wearing a dress. They continue to watch and notice that how they walk is a bit strange. Fast forward to the group seeing the statue of Snow White, and it's at this point that they realize the color of its dress is the same as the one worn by the person they saw. Could it be that the so-called person was actually the statue moving on its own? The group seems to believe this, but of course, it isn't certain if that's the case. Had the group actually seen the statue moving on its own, or was this something else? Feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one.
So I honestly think it could be very easily debunked. One, it could be just some random chick that's not supposed to be there wearing the same exact color frickin' dress as Snow White. Or two, it is an actual statue of Snow White that was moving on its own. It just anatomically just decided one day, being possessed by a ghost or a multitude of ghosts, it was just going to shamble across the frickin' road. Now, someone explain to me, what would you do in that situation? What would I do? I'm so glad you asked. I would do exactly what those two guys did. I would run the other way. I would record it real quick, make sure I was far away from it, and I'd run and clear the frickin' distance. I would not be there and just, oh, what's that? Hey, what's that? I'm going to make sure I'm going to be there until it gets right in front of my face, so that way I can say, oh, why didn't anyone warn me? No, I'd make sure I'd be plenty far away from it after I recorded it, and then I'm like, hey, I found this. This is what I found. Good. Done. Over with. Bye. Next subject.
The following video comes from a man named Bobby, and in this footage, Bobby is standing outside of his daughter's room where a strange noise was just heard. He checks on his daughter to see if she's okay, but hesitates to go inside. There's something in this room that scares him. Now, Bobby is someone who I featured in a previous video. Bobby and his daughter live inside an apartment where strange and unexplainable things have been happening for a while. From toys that seemingly move on their own as though possessed by something, to the sound of footsteps coming out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I have reacted to this.
Has had a fair share of unusual experiences.
Oh, that's a no. That's a burn the house down moment right there.
Nah, get out of here, man. But at least y'all caught that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember this.
Well, I'm good.
Bobby believes that his home is being haunted by the spirit of a little girl who previously lived in this apartment. According to his landlord, the young girl passed away from cancer. Viewers believe that the little girl is trying to play with his daughter since most of the activity occurs in her bedroom. One day, Bobby's daughter is taking a nap when a strange noise is heard from inside her room. Feeling a bit scared, he takes a look and captures this.
What is that? See, it ain't my daughter because she's napping right there on the bed. Sounds like the her closet door fell.
Who's talking? Something snapped the frickin' fabric that was holding the doors closed.
She's napping right there. Wake her up. I don't know what that was, though.
Here's the thing I just now noticed. That guy had a frickin' like a cloth or a rubber band or some kind of thing holding the closet doors closed. And now that same frickin' little fabric rubber device that's holding the closet doors closed is snapped clean in half. That's terrifying. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. It could be just a sheer coincidence that this happened on the same door in the same room, but I do think there's something connected to having this entity being able to break that and open the door. I mean, the kid's sleeping right there. How else are you gonna explain that? I don't know. That's just terrifying to think about. I wouldn't even know what to do if that was my kid and that was happening in a room. I'd probably pick her up and take her out of the house. But if you don't have anywhere else to go, what can you do?
She's soft. Whatever it was not even making her up.
Don't leave your kid in there, dude.
Come on, man. She's in there sleeping.
I'm too invested in this video right now.
Come on, man. You need to get out of her room. Dude, I'm telling that thing was closed, right? Come on, man. Why is she sleeping? Man, I'm good. One minute. You need to get out of her room. Play somewhere else. What the thing?
As Bobby walks over to his daughter, who's a heavy sleeper, the closet behind him opens by itself without warning. Considering how often strange things happen at home, Bobby is used to this, which might explain his calm demeanor. He waits patiently for something else to happen while keeping an eye on his daughter. Fortunately, nothing happens, but this incident was enough to keep Bobby on his toes. He continues to watch over his daughter in case something like this happens again. Just like the previous incidents, this mysterious occurrence has yet to be solved.
Here's one thing I do know, okay? Ghosts of children are not supposed to scare you. They're not supposed to terrify you. They're not supposed to torture you and your daughter at all hours of the night. Or in the daytime, for that matter. Now, since the daughter was a hard sleeper, she didn't realize it, obviously. But the dad was feeling super scared about that. He was breathing heavily. But he kept his composure because he didn't want to give this thing any freaking more like, oh, I got power over you now. You're scared of me. That's terrifying to think about in this situation. That man's doing the best he can. Kudos to the dad and always wanting to protect his daughter on that. But that is a terrifying encounter right there. You could see the closet door earlier in the video being completely locked up. And then the next one you hear two tapping sounds and the little fabric barrier or string barrier, rubber band barrier, whatever, is broken clean in half. How do you explain that? Let me know in the comment section down below.
On June 9th of 2023, an unsettling video was posted by a girl named Pupa who was home alone when something pretty terrifying was captured. The video starts off with Pupa lying on the couch before she suddenly realizes that someone or something is in her house. She was on her phone when she glanced over at the corner of the room and saw what looked to be a person standing completely still.
Oh, this will be good.
Someone was watching her. Although freaked out at first, she began to laugh as she had a feeling that this was either her friend or boyfriend who was pulling a prank. But little did she know, this wasn't a prank. A mysterious presence has invaded Pupa's home. The following is her video.
She had a video of this? Oh my god. Oh, that's not terrifying.
Yeah, look at that. Guess who? Hey.
Swear to God if that thing moves before I blink.
¿Quién sos? Andate de mi casa.
Just an orb. Another orb.
Hey.
Right when things are getting tense, the video ends abruptly. It's unknown as to what exactly happened afterward, but one can safely assume that Pupa was left extremely terrified. Now, Pupa has posted some videos after this incident, but in neither video does she go into detail about the events of that night. Perhaps this incident was so disturbing that Pupa is trying her best to forget about it. Although it's unclear as to what exactly was captured, There's no doubting that the video she took is just downright chilling.
That was absolutely downright chilling. My jaw was almost hanging off my fucking face. You gotta really think about it. Always lock your doors and windows if that was an actual person. Excuse me. 2, if there was no prior paranormal activity in the house, why is it acting up now? I have no idea. But I'm hoping this woman is getting the help she needs. I'm hoping that nothing else scary like this happens again. I hope that if this was an entity, it leaves her and her family alone. And I wish her all the best. Without further ado, let's continue.
It's late at night when a mother and daughter arrive home. The security camera at the front entrance records them pulling up to the gate of the house when out of nowhere, something very strange happens. This video was posted by Mary Carmen, the daughter in this video, who lives on a small farm with a lot of animals. Now, the animals on this farm would do things that would make her feel as though she were taking care of children. To her, this place feels more like a daycare than a farm. But the biggest child, according to her, is her dog, who's known as Scott. From dancing with his so-called mom, to going on boat rides whenever he gets the chance, Mary Carmen has a special place in her heart for Scott. But unfortunately, one night, something happened that left her completely devastated. She had come home with her mother after having dinner at a relative's when she found Scott lying in his bed. He seemed unusually quiet, which he never was. Scott had passed away. Now, it wasn't until grieving for days on end that she finally looked at the security cameras that captured Scott's final moments before passing. Based on the footage, he passed away only a few hours before Mary Carmen returned home.
Damn.
He was already gone before she came. But, after looking at the footage of when she arrived, she immediately noticed something strange. What was captured had brought her to tears. Have a look.
Oh my god, dude. That is a certified good boy right there. That is a certified good boy. That's an awesome video. I'm trying not to get emotional because I lost my dog, Flynn. He actually hurt his back and we had to put him down. I think it was about 3 years ago, I think, or maybe slightly longer than that. And there's not a day I don't think about him. And I do believe there's an afterlife, and he has visited me in the past a couple times just to make sure, hey, it's going to be okay. I'm in a better place now. I'm not in pain. Seeing this, that dog looked very eerily similar to my dog. Same white coat, same goofy expression. So, it hits home. It really does. But I know where this woman's coming from. Just like a whole bunch of other people who've ever lost a dog or a beloved animal or anything like that. That hits home really, really hard. And I'm pretty sure that dog's just saying, hey, I'm happy you're home. I'm going to stick around for a bit. Make sure you're okay. We don't deserve to have animals. We don't. They think we do, but we don't. And this is a very wholesome video, and I love it to death. That is an awesome video.
A strange figure that looks to be a dog suddenly appears on camera. Mary Carmen believes that this may have been the spirit of her dog, given that he just passed away that same night. According to her, he seemed to be waiting for her to return home before departing. It's as though he wanted to see her one last time before going away forever. To this day, Mary Carmen watches this video to remind her that even though Scott is physically gone, he is still with her in spirit. But, like all videos, you be the judge on whether or not the ghost of her dog was captured.
That was her dog. That was her dog. Hands down.
On May 24th of 2023, at around 10 p.m., a baby monitor captures something pretty spooky on camera. This video was posted by Marquette Jean, who's concerned for the safety of her daughter, as something very strange was captured inside her child's bedroom. The video begins with her daughter, who appears to be staring blankly at the window that's behind the camera. It's unknown as to what exactly it is that she's seeing, but whatever it might be, it seems to have her full attention. She continues to stare at this window, when suddenly, the camera picks up movement from inside the room. But, as we can see in the footage, nothing is moving. Now the family used to have a cat, and the camera would often pick up the cat's movement, but no cat is seen here, as their cat had passed away in August of last year. However, as Marquette watches the baby monitor, this happens.
That's the spirit of the cat, all right. You can see it, plain as day.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, bye. Are you okay? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you. Huh? You're scary? Why?
Oh, Jesus.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Upon seeing a strange cat-like figure on the baby monitor, Marquette bolts into the room and asks if a cat is in there. Confused as to what her mother had seen, Marquette's daughter replies no, but says that she's scared. According to her, there's a monster at the window.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Marquette checks the window and finds nothing there. Although creeped out by her daughter's response, she's more unsettled by the supposed apparition caught on camera. The family believes this may have been the spirit of the cat that they once had, but later passed away due to cancer. Whether ghost or not, Marquette and her daughter are shaken up by this footage. Like all videos, the question is begged, just what exactly had occurred that night? If you caught...
Just a quick thing. Honestly think if the animal died of cancer the year before, and it was trying to protect the little girl, I think it finally physically manifested itself to try protecting the girl against whatever was outside the window, whatever the little girl was seeing outside the window. That's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any similar stories or something like that happening? Because I have a couple of them. That's just in my personal experience. But they were similar, pretty eerily similar to this. Let me know in the comment section down below.
something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. In the following video, a man named Win is washing dishes in the kitchen when he hears a strange noise coming from his basement.
I've seen this video on TikTok.
This basement, according to Win, is a place that he and his family avoid entering at all costs. There's something about it that isn't right. Now, not too long ago, something happened inside this space that neither Win nor his family could explain. As Win states, he was by himself in the basement when out of nowhere, a small swing he had recently bought began to swing on its own.
No.
Although not really sure how to explain this, it would be the following incident that occurred only days later that leaves him extremely baffled. While being alone at home with his son, a loud banging noise on the basement door is suddenly heard. But when he checks to see as to who or what was banging on the door, he finds no one there.
Can I get it?
Understandably, this occurrence has left the family feeling thoroughly petrified. But, as if that wasn't enough to freak them out, the following video captures this. Win is down in the kitchen washing dishes when his dog starts barking at the basement door. He immediately takes out his phone and begins to record.
Yeah. Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey buddy, I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh, shit. Okay. Just gonna set it up with the towels and we'll just let the phone roll.
Yeah, that's not Yuri. You see that little guy right there.
Calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just holy cow. Oh my God. Little buddy.
Sounding fed up with the supposed spirit, Wynn begs the entity to stop, but this only seemed to make things worse as the door to the basement began to continuously open on its own soon after. It isn't until looking closely at the doorway, however, that someone or something appears. Like something out of a nightmare, the shadowy figure seemingly fades into the darkness before reappearing again as a giant shadow. Feeling beyond spooked, Wynn is absolutely certain that he won't be entering this basement anytime soon.
Very smart idea.
But as
Don't do
always,
it.
until more footage is brought forth, this video remains a mystery.
I don't think it remains a mystery. I think that's an amazing freaking footage captured. And secondly, you could hear the authentic freaking like panic and worry and being scared in his voice. Like he has his kid and he also has his dog with him. And this door and this entity just constantly keep doing that. It looked like a child at first. The first 2 times it didn't happen. The parent didn't get fooled. It showed its true colors. It went to a full size, a grown adult, shadow person, demon, whatever. So, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think that's very compelling evidence. Could it be easily replaced with CGI special effects? Absolutely. Nothing's out of the realm of possibilities with this video. But I do think this is real because of how the guy reacted. That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think.
This next video was recorded by a father who caught something pretty creepy while watching over his son. The father in this clip is known as Ricky Beadle, and it was sometime in the afternoon when he took this footage. According to Ricky, he was walking past his son's room when he heard him talking to himself. He was talking under his breath, muttering something that Ricky couldn't understand. It wasn't until listening closely, though, that he can make out a few words. Now, even though it sounded like total gibberish, his speech was similar to that of someone conversing with another person. It's as though someone else was there with him.
Yeah, I don't like that photo.
It goes without saying, but the video that Ricky took is just downright eerie. Take a look.
Elliot, what are you doing? Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner? Yeah. Why have you done that?
Yeah, I think it's time to go talk to a priest.
What does he do? What? Oh, really? Okay.
As if watching his son behave strangely wasn't already creepy enough, he shows him this, a portrait of someone that only his son is able to see. But eerily, this supposed person appears to be hanging by a noose wrapped around their neck. Ricky points the camera to where the so-called hanging man is apparently seen, but, as expected, nobody's there. Or, so it seems.
That's
Ricky's
terrifying.
child seems pretty convinced that the hanging man is real, but, for some odd reason, he's not allowed to talk about him. Now initially, Ricky wasn't really sure how to feel about this. It was only after the following incident, however, that he grew very concerned. Ricky's once again looking after his son when he hears him talking to himself just like before. He promptly reaches for his phone and captures this.
Elliot, what are you doing?
What was that?
Oh, really? Right. You're crying. So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because you tell me what's happening.
What if I don't let him? What if you can see from our room? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wait, so what's these on his face?
Here's
What's this?
straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because you got his feet out of that and then
Okay. Okay, thank you.
well, you know it's not the look that he keeps saying. He always stands there because
Okay.
It was at this point that Ricky couldn't help but think that his son was seeing things. As some viewers have commented, perhaps Elliot is showing early signs of schizophrenia, but Ricky isn't totally certain if that's the case. Feeling unsure as to whether or not Elliot is expressing his imagination or showing symptoms of mental illness, he decides to set up a camera in his room. Hopefully, what he captures will clarify this confusion. But to his shock, the following footage recorded this. Watch. Elliot appears to be speaking to someone when out of nowhere, his legs are seemingly pulled out of bed. In a state of disbelief, Elliot jumps off the bed and scurries out of the room.
I would
It
too.
seems that someone or something had tugged on his legs as though intending to cause harm. It was soon after watching this video that Ricky knew something was haunting his son. Although whether or not that's so, viewers agree that something supernatural was captured.
Yeah.
But, as with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something haunting Elliot? Or is something else going on here? Feel free to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being said, until next time, peace.
All right, that's the end of my reaction and commentary on that. I do believe that that kid might have, like, you could debunk it a number of ways before I do that, before I get on the epilogue of this episode. But could he have schizophrenia? Could he have having beginning signs of autism mixed with schizophrenia? We don't know. He needs to go see a doctor, get checked out, see if he is having any signs of that. If he's not, how else will you explain that? How will you explain that video where the kid's getting yanked in the middle of the night? Could the dad be doing it out of frame? Sure, I'll throw you a bone on that one. But that kid looked genuinely scared out of his mind, and he ran to go to his dad's bedroom. So those are just my 2 cents on the end of the video. If you guys enjoy my reaction and my commentary on these videos, you enjoy what my thought processes are on this, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and bell notification in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And as always, I'm Jason from Mystical Tomes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.